refreshments, just things that will help us engage with young adults across Warsaw.
So this is when I was explaining what, you know, as a professional, what may happen if you were to refer a young person, or if a young person refers themselves. So what happens is the referral, so you scan our QR code, a young person comes through the website. Our staff then, so Sean, who couldn't be here today, but she works with our team, she's our youth support worker. Sean would make contact with that young person within 48 working days. No, hours, not days. 48 working hours, yeah, she needs to pull a finger out if it's days. So she'd make contact and she'd establish what is it you want. So a young person might get referred, and they might just have like scanned it because they mate did and they might want nothing. So it's just to let them know what we want. So the young person will be added. We have an online system for any of our sort of organisations working with us. So it's like a centralised hub. So a young person gets added to our system and they're assigned one of the following support paths. So we've learned over a year that there's basically one of 4 things that a young person's going to want. However, they can be across all 4. So it may be signposting only, so it may be that they're just on the website and they thought they'd add it, but we say, well, the website's there, it's a service directory, it's got all the numbers you may need, but here's my number in case you want us in the future. It might be that they need social interaction needs. It might be, especially after COVID, we've got a lot of young people that don't interact with people anymore. So we would then recommend them. So if it's signposting only, we refer them to the website. If it's a social interaction need, we just assign them to Hub 1 or Hub 3. So RIS would know if we've got a young person that is more suitable to come to this hub because of where they live, they may then just say, they may be added to RIS to be expected, this young person may attend with you. And as we open up more, it may be that we also let that young person know of the timetable for the mobile hub as well. If it's employability needs, so if they say, well, do you know what, I just need a CV, I need to be referred to somewhere, we would recommend they go to Hub 2. We could even book them an appointment, or we could just say, drop by as you're there, scan the QR code, go and see the staff there. Other young people, as we've said, might need one-to-one support for wellbeing. They may not be at a point where they want to come in, like we've said, and that's where Sean's role comes in, and she might actually give them several phone calls, encourage them to come to a hub, so she could meet them at any of the hubs. Or if she's got a worker, the worker could come along with them to a hub, so that's where we create that interaction. But what we have a lot of, which I'm going to say about our lovely young people at the back, is young people often have one-to-one and attend a hub as well. So I think the two go hand in hand. So we might suggest, why don't you meet me at Hub 1, and actually they start, or meet me at Hub 3, or go and meet Riz at Hub 3, and then you'll be fine. So they continue with their either phone calls, but also attend a hub. But just because they're at one doesn't mean they can't be across all 4 at one time. So obviously young people can access the website at any time. They could be attending Hub 1, have gone to Hub 2 and been at 3. I think, Ashley, you're one of those, aren't you? You've pretty much done all of them. So she sort of worked across all of our ranges there. So that would just be, as a professional, just so you know, so if a young person says, well, when will they get in touch? They will be in touch, and that's the process that happens.
There we go. So POP is very socially heavy. All our latest timetables, anything that's any updates, anything new happening with POP, everything gets uploaded onto our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We encourage all young adults and professionals to follow the pages. That way, the weekly timetable goes out, so you know which hubs are currently available. If there's a national day event, any events as such, will all be posted on social media, and all the handles are just at POP also. And this is the QR code that we were speaking about earlier. So on all the flyers, there's this QR code. Scan it, and it'll take you straight to the website where you have access to the referral form, the service directory, and urgent helpline. Also on the website, if you scroll to the bottom, there is a language change function feature. As we realised, Warsaw is very diverse. So for young adult professionals who don't understand English, they can click on and change it to an according language.
This is one of the examples of the timetable. So we will constantly update the timetable if things are happening. Over the summer, we were present at some mobile events as well, so we would have put those on the day and time that you'll expect them. But this is posted pretty much every week. If there's ever any closures or anything like that, we'd let young people know. But like we say, this is available on all of our social media. So if you just wanted to know what happens when, this is our sort of our current timetable, but it will evolve as things happen. As we've got a monthly timetable happening. Like when we do the mobile hub, we'll add in where that's going to be and what times and things as well. So this is updated weekly, so that's what to look out for on our social media.
Yeah, so we've purposely spread out all the hubs geographically and times and days. So if a young adult did wake up on, for example, on a Monday, or let's say on a Saturday, and there was let's say the best of moods, or maybe wanted to have a conversation, they can look online, they can see, oh, it's Monday, Hub 1's available. Oh, it's a Saturday, oh, Hub 3 is available, and they can pop down and get and receive the support. Yeah, so what has popped in so far? As Sue mentioned, current referrals, I believe, well, I need to update that, but it's currently, I believe it's around 250 young adults across Warsaw. We have young adults from different genders, races, sexual orientations, full diversity. As we said, POP is a safe space, so do not discriminate. It's a judgment-free zone. It's a complete safe area. Hub 1 opened in October, and within Hub 1 we've had Pop Baby Bounce and Pop Freshers. So for anybody who has or hasn't come to Hub 1, we have a Bounce Castle brew area, Bounce Castle,
yeah.
Bounce Castle play area. And on a Wednesday, 11 till 1, we had like a private session, so where young parents could come in, receive health and wellbeing support from ourselves, while the kids have a free play session. We realised a lot of young parents were pretty isolated. Once they had a child, didn't really speak to anybody.